Hey Flosstube, this is my Flosstube number 5, and my name is Nicole. Nikki Stitchy is my channel name, and I'm here all about cross stitch. I hope you can hear me. I did end up buying a microphone, and I hope that would help out with the video and my voice, that you can hear me better. So I have my notes below, you can't see, on the table, and yeah, I'm here to talk about January, and today is February, what is it? 12th. I wanted to come last week, but I don't know. A lot of things have been happening, and I'll fill you in with that at the end. So let's get started. So I've been keeping progress in my book of days, and it's been helping, especially talking about what to talk about on Flosstube. And here's my January. And I just put some stickers on there. What I worked on. So I did say I was going to do whip go. Well, it looks like that I'm not going to be able to do that because I don't think I like being told what to do. And I don't know, maybe I'll try it next year or maybe the middle of the year and see, because I have some goals. But I'll talk about that too later. And I was able to work on January pickings, which was Fall on the Farm and my Soda Stitch Korean lady. But I think I showed y'all that last time. So I did have 3 new starts in January. The God Shed His Grace one. I did start the winter sampler. I showed you that last time. And then I did my birthday start, which I will show you that. I have my notes here of what I'm going to talk about. I put it on interfacing, this scrap piece of interfacing I use for my job. So I'm not doing whip go. And what was called for whip go in February was the TW, my Teresa Winsler Dragon. And what was the other one? Chatelaine Victoria Garden. And I did not pick that up. I don't know when I will pick it up. Yeah, there's just too many things. And I guess my tastes have changed from when I did stitch those before. But let's see. Oh, before I go further, I did make 1,000 subscribers, and I just want to thank you guys for commenting and liking and coming to this channel. And it's so cool that so many people love our hobby and want to hear about it. And I just want to thank you guys for supporting my channel in that way. And yeah, if you like it, let me know. And y'all have, and I really appreciate it. It makes me want to keep doing the videos and showing you all the stuff that I've been working on. All right. So what I've been working on the past 2 weeks. So let me show you February. Some of these stickers are not staying on, but so my daughter, my 16-year-old, decorated and put stickers on there for me for February. Some of them, I don't know, some of the stickers don't like to stay on real good, but that's here, there, near, or there, here or there. Okay. So I will have a 1K giveaway at the end, so students stay tuned in for that also. And let me see. All right, so what I've been working on these past 3 weeks. My first one that I'm going to talk about is my temperature Quaker chart, and that looks like this. I decided to print some of my projects instead of showing you the Kindle on photo paper, and I just got it printed at Walgreens. So that's I don't know why I cut off like that, but I need to do a better job in cropping or not having these crop like this, but there's some of what it looks like. And I worked on January and started in February. So here's what that looks like. And I'm doing it on 14 count. I think this is like an oatmeal from Hobby Lobby fabric. But yeah, some of these temperatures, like the greens, have been high. And I threw away the temperature chart. But I just write like the temperatures and the DMC number and cross it out. So another scrap piece of fabric interfacing I use. So far in February, I have the highest is 75. So I think that's that green. That green right there. 75. I think we got somewhere in there it was a little hot in January too. That is my temperature Quaker from Stitchin' Mommy. Look like that. And it's pretty fun because there's no other work to do, so you just fill in for that day instead of like building a tree or something like that, which I want to do that one too one day. All right. And then for my Sunday stitch, where'd it go? I hope I brought everything. Oh, here it is. We have been, a group of us, Flosstubers and Instagrammers have been working on this for our Sunday stitch. And it doesn't have to be a Sunday stitch, and you can join along if you like, but I got my chart off of Artisy, and I'm doing the large version for them, which is not too big, but here's another picture I took. And what I'm doing is, because the way it started in Pattern Keeper, it wasn't right at the tip or the edge. So if I didn't catch that, my count would have been off. So instead, to help me counting, I'm going to do the outline of the whole project. And I'm doing it on 25 count, easy grid, 2/1/2 stitch. And let's see. So I got to the full top, and now I'm working on the bottom part after I filled in. So it's not that big. Not compared to my other projects, I guess. So I think today I'm going to continue working that bottom part down, which is pretty, I say pretty dark. Yeah, it's pretty dark. Okay. And that is God shed his grace on thee. And I just noticed that Karen from Stitchy Bug. Oh man. I will have her linked in the thing below, but she just released her Stitch With Me for that one, but she's doing the crop version like Rachel. Um, yeah, so it's pretty cool to see. I love watching Stitch with Me's where people are talking because it feels like I'm stitching with them. And I just listen and then glance up every now and then to see what they're doing. And Karen has a lot of tips. I've learned so much from her and her stitching. She has completed the whole. It's a little part on the stitching shelf. Oh man, what is it called? I don't know. It's beautiful. Her works are beautiful, and she definitely teaches us a lot of how to stitch and yeah, like different techniques. And I just need to check her out. But I will post her link below in the description box. All right. My next project that I worked on is The Queen Mermaid by Mirabilia. And I don't have a picture for this chart because when I first got into cross stitching, it was, well, back into it when I was older. After I got out the military, I worked for a contractor. And me and this lady, we would go. I got her into cross stitching, and she loved it. And she also stitched the Teresa Winsler Blue Dragon that I worked on, and she loved Mirabilia ladies. So before I didn't know any better. I mean, we were really on the interwebs like now, but we would go half in with the charts. So I would buy some charts and she would buy some charts and we'll just photocopy. But I know that's wrong now. But I mean, that's why I don't have a copy of this one because she has it. So, but I just took this picture off the internet so I could show y'all that. And which this is sad because it's out of print and I just don't understand out of print charts right now. Especially if like the designer is alive. I don't know what's going on with that because they're selling these charts for like $250 and that's absolutely ridiculous. I would not support that. But I mean, you can do whatever you want to, but I'm not doing it. Even though there is like many charts now that I do want that are out of print, which blows my mind. But like I don't understand because they do that with the PlayStations too, or like they did, and they will buy them and people will sell them marked up prices, and I'm just like, I'm not about that life. I can't do that. But this is what I worked on. So I finished most of her hair. Sorry, she's in my Q snap, so. And then it looks like seaweed coming out the box. And I did backstitch some of her arms, and I gotta finish this part. The holes over here are for like big crystals, and like the other holes that you see will be for the beads, but and around her neck also. So now I just need to I need to finish her arm. I think she has some stuff coming out of her hair. And then whatever this she is holding, because I have no clue. Where did I put that picture? Yeah, I can't. It looks like a purse. Can you tell? So I need to work on her tail some more. That'll be my next part to do. All right. Queen Mermaid. And I do have all the seasons queens because Autumn Queen was my first memorabilia finish that my mother-in-law has, and I have the Summer Queen, Winter Queen, Spring, and I'm gonna do the Autumn Queen again. And then I have the Queen Mermaid, and then I have the Royal Holiday Queen. And I'm sure there's other queens that I want. But let's see. Make sure I'm recording. Okay, so I did work on my Taj Mahal chatelaine, and I tried, guys. I really did try to work on it, and I just can't go any further. So I ended up buying new fabric for it so I can restart it, and I'm happy about it. I would rather restart it and enjoy and try to finish it than trying to figure out what I did, because it's a paper chart, so it's like all over the place. But yeah, I think, yeah, I'm going to restart it. But I will keep that one, and maybe, I don't know, somebody else would want to finish it, but I'm not going to. And that's another reason why I'm not doing it with Go To, because I think for every project that I've had, well, besides the Mirabilia, because it's over 20 years old, but if I go back to these projects that are like 20 years old, I think I'm gonna, one, not want to stitch it because it's just not my style, or it's not fun, because I really don't like blended fabrics. So I mean blended threads, and or I'm gonna want to restart because I don't know. I just don't remember where I left off at. Yeah, it's weird. But I think every old project I pick up, I'm gonna probably want to restart it. I really don't got time for that right now. So I'll just restart the Taj Mahal chatelaine, and then we'll go from there. So you'll probably be seeing that soon, because I probably will start it this month. Okay, so let's see. My birthday start was the Spring Fairy from Dimensions, which I did say that I was never going to do another Dimensions, and because my daughter bought me that Bella Filipina chart, and it's similar to like the colors, the color chart, yeah, which is hard for me to photograph, but because of Rachel from Rachel Q Stitches, and I was texting her, chatting with her, and I had initially thought I sent Dimensions and an email requesting a PDF. Well, it wasn't the right email, but it was Dimensions Craft, but it wasn't them. I will link or put in the description below the actual email for them. So if you do want to request one, I think I just took a picture of the chart and the materials, and it was like a quick turnaround. Like the next day, they sent me a PDF, which I'm able to print from my black and white printer, and I could tell because they're not, the colors, like it's no doubles, so it's not like a red C and a blue C and a black C. It's just a C. So I know that it's not going to get mixed up if it was just a black and white chart. And I tried to put it into my my Kindle or Pattern Keeper, and I just can't figure it out. I can't use it like the way I want to. But I'm happy just being able to print the PDF that they sent me. And maybe I'll try to figure out how I can make it work. Because I also have the iPad chart one, the Markup RXP. So maybe that I could put that in here. But this is my birthday start, and I put all the floss that it came with on these bobbins that didn't fit, and I just punched a hole, and I did what Needleberry Stitcher did and put all the colors to like the symbol and how many threads I need, and if there are X's or like half, can you see that, half X's and the number, so I can reference if I need to get more, because I had like extra blue ones, but for the most part this is all of it. And then they have like the floss here if I need to get more. But there's my floss organization on bobbins that didn't fit in my floss box. So I just have a whole bunch of those because I ordered a whole bunch to make a complete set, but come to find out they did not fit in my masterpiece set. So I bought plastic bobbins from Hobby Lobby. But here is my start. And that's the top left corner that I'm starting with. And I'm actually going to do, I don't know if you could tell the dimensions, but I'm going to do what they call for me to do. Because I looked through all the symbols and it does not go up to 6 threads, which makes me happy. The most is 4. And yeah, let me try to follow directions for this one and see how far I get. So that is my birthday start that I started. And I also had birthday money, which I'll talk about what I acquired with that. What am I talking about next? Okay, so the past 3 weeks, I decided that I want to focus mainly on the library. So I ended up downloading Blitz Stitch Cross Stitch Journal app, which keeps track, and I just have one project in there, which is my Grand Library from Amy Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And I'm doing the regular color, regular size on 25 count. I started 1/1 full cross, and in the middle decided to switch to half cross. So I'm sure you know what the completed part with that is, but I started to see how many stitches I can get in a week and keep track of how many stitches I can probably get like in a month. So I didn't start the first week of January, but because I was circling through other projects, I wrote down what I did each day for the Grand Library. And like the second week of January, I ended up stitching 5,832 stitches. The third week, I did 5,203. And the last, kind of the last full week in January, I did nothing but stitch on the Grand Library. And I ended up stitching 9,774 stitches for that week. And then the first week of February, I was on a roll. I did 10,000 stitches that week for the Grand Library. And this last week, I ended up stitching 12,417 stitches. So I plugged it in and all the information, and it tells me like when I will finish this, my pace, and because I log in how many stitches I do every day, and I've been stitching every day if I can. I have yet to miss a day. But I put it on a board, and here is my grand library. So I hope I can get it all in. Yep. So I filled a lot in, and someone on Instagram, no, I think it was a comment on YouTube, and they're like, it's like chaos. And it's fun. I love stitching on this because to me, it's almost like a puzzle piece, and I have to find the stitches, especially if I go by color. So like yesterday, I did all the black, well, almost all the black in this section. And I've broken down into the different sections, and I put it into a wheel. So if I'm not doing color, then I'm going to work on a section. And I finished 3 more colors on here since last time. And let me give you the stats on my Kindle. And my Kindle has been acting up too. I think I'm going to have to keep backing up, making sure to back up, because I don't want to lose my progress. And yeah, I don't think I'm gonna buy another Kindle if this one goes out, because I think this is like my 3rd, 4th, maybe 5th Kindle, and I think I'm just gonna get a tablet, like a $80 tablet from Amazon that already has the Google Play Store on her, so I don't have to like do all this downloading and trying to get the Google Play Store on this thing anymore. So my stats, let's see. I did 153,390 stitches, and I started this of May last year, out of 402,000 stitches. So I am now at 38.09%. And as of yesterday, what I plugged in, my end date would be this year, July 21st, 2023, if I continue. So I really want to get this done, just to prove, I guess, to myself that I can do it. And yeah, I have completed 28, I think, out of the 90 colors. So that is my main focus. Yeah, and I can get, on real good days, I can get up to 1,500 to 2,000 stitches a day for that one. Okay, so this is not so hard for me because of the grid. I love the grid lines. I start every single project right at the gray of the grid line, and I could tell where everything else is. Yeah. I did work on, let's see if you could tell, I worked on this part, a lot down here was empty. I worked on this part, and I did fill in a lot of this western portion. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . And there she is. It's so funny because my husband or my daughter will see, the one that cross stitches, my daughter cross stitches, will see me working on it. And they're like, where are you going to hang that up? And I'm like, why do I need to hang it up? I don't have a place to hang it up. I just like stitching on it because I'm a process stitcher. So, all right. So, let me see. Now I want to talk about some shout outs. I have discovered some Flosstubers. The first one is Leanne, and she's from Small Town Stitches. And she's so sweet. We're working, well, we have a lot of the same Flosstube friends, and I was watching her videos, and she literally made, well, she didn't make me, but I just said she made me do it, right? Leanne made me do it. I bought 2 charts that I'm going to start soon because of her Flosstube video. And yeah, you just need to check her out. She's she loves full coverage. I love full coverage. And I don't know how she does it because she is a nurse, has a husband and family, and she's still able to like finish all these cross stitch projects, which is amazing. Another lady, oh, and then it blows my mind too with her because she has full coverage projects and she does not grid. She doesn't use gridded fabric. And I am just, my mind is blown because I don't think I could work on this project if I couldn't move around, or if I get tired of like a section, because I started with this, and before I've realized that maybe I could color complete, which I did the max color for, and then yeah, like I'll do here, for instance, like a green, and I'm just like, oh, I'm tired of green, so I'm like, well, I want to move over here and do orange, or I want to do this section and see what it's gonna look like, and I just like moving around. But I can't do that if I don't have a grid. And Leanne, doesn't use. Another person who doesn't is Carla from Stitch Me, saying, and Rainy from Rainy Day Reads. I don't understand. Y'all are like super women cross stitchers. Because to do that many full coverages and not have a grid, it's like to count. Like I don't even count that much. I count, like, okay, the first color that I laid down, which was this like dark burgundy. What, you'll see it here. Okay, I counted, but I counted squares, right? To find out where it would go. And then I backtracked to make sure, because the first color is like the most important. And then I went down to make sure everything has connected. So I know a lot of people said they couldn't do it this way because they're afraid of counting. But I really don't count. I don't count more than 4 stitches. So if I have a block, and I want to do a stitch with me so I can show you guys. But if I have a block, and there's like a 1 stitch, I was like, okay, maybe that stitch is at the end of one of the 4 corners. So I'm just looking to see, is that a 4 corner? I put the stitch down and I'm like, okay, is it 4 stitches up, 2 stitches away? And I make sure, and that's how I track myself. But I don't ever count more than 4 squares. Yeah, I'm not a counter. which my other projects takes me a little longer to do because I have to count, especially even weave because I'm counting, making sure I'm counting like one, two, oh no, um, one or two threads. So like, you know, for A day, you count one square, two square, three square. Even weave, you're counting, I count one middle, two middle, three middle, and then I had to do it several times. But anyway, um, let's see. What am I going to talk about next? Okay, so with Leanne, I purchased, it's The Hobbit. I don't know why I don't know the name of this. I think I downloaded it. I purchased, and, oh yeah, the Shire painting, which I bought 18 count. So I'm kind of now, I love 25 count, but I want to experiment with other counts. So I bought 18 count easy grid for that one, and I'll show you the picture. But I got that off of Etsy. So I think a lot of floss tubers and stitchers are going to start one of the Lord of the Rings maps on the 24th of February because I think it's Suki's birthday. And Suki, the brown-eyed stitcher, she's here on Flosstube, and she's working on one of the bookshelves, the Treasure Hunt. I think it's the Treasure Hunt bookshelf, and it's the supersized one, so it's pretty cool. She's like on the third shelf, so you need to check her out. But she's going to have the Lord of the Rings wall, and I don't have wall space for that, but she's also working on the Winter Enchantress Dimensions lady, and like her, I think I am a completionist. As far as like having like all the queens, like Mirabilia Queen, all the season queens, I have to get like all the seasons, if there are. So like I got, what was the Quaker one? I got all the Rosewood Manor Quaker seasons. And then me and Carla was talking from Stitch Me Sane, was talking about the fairies of dimensions. So I do have the Winter Enchantress that Suki's working on. I just started with my birthday start. I did the spring one, and then there's an autumn fairy one, and there is a summer one, and I found it and I bought it off of eBay. But here she is, the summer fairy, and I had to purchase this off of eBay. But it wasn't like marked up or anything, and I don't know why it's not being sold elsewhere, but I got it. So now I got all the fairies, and I'm happy. Are you like that too? Or are any of y'all like have to have, I feel like it's a set, so if I'm gonna have it, I need the whole set. I don't know. It's weird. All right. Okay. Did y'all get any charts from the sale that Hade had lately? I bought 5 charts. Because I had birthday money, so I was like, oh, I might as well get some things. And so I will show you. I don't think I have it. Oh no. I did not download them onto my Kindle. Okay, so I did buy 5 charts. They're all minis. So they shouldn't take me forever to stitch, and I don't know when I'm gonna start them, but I did end up buying five. One of them was Contessa the Squid. I think I got. I wanted to try different artists, so I think I bought a Donna Gelslinger ornament, and I bought one of like the Tea Time Dragon from Randall Spangler, and I got a oh I miss his name, Etcher. It was the eye because it was like all black and white. Want to try that, but on my kick of getting or trying to get charts from different artists, and there has been many new to me artists because now it seems like everyone, well, not everyone, but there are a lot of people that I want to stitch. So for my birthday, I decided that I wanted to try out Hello from Liz Matthews, and I got the Autumn Cloche. And I'm going to do this one on 40 count. And I bought 40 count Newcastle linen from 123 Stitch. Oh, her call for is a 40 count. I like 40 count because I can only use, well, I like using one strand. And I think my go-to for the non-full coverage ones would be one strand on either 40 count or one strand on 25 count. So that's what I got for my birthday. And there are many charts from, I guess, Nora Corbett, which I'm not sure why some of these are named Nora Corbett and some of them are named Mirabilia, but it's the same artist. And I got my fourth one because I want to, every time I put the order in, I want to get a chart from the series of 12 Days of Christmas. And I saw these. This one is Miss Queen Bee. And I guess her sister, Miss Honeybee. So I don't know when I'm gonna stitch these, but I just bought them for my birthday, along with the 18 count that I'm gonna use for the Shire painting. And I think, I don't know, it's slightly bigger than a 25 count. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that one as far as like full cross, how many strands I'll use, but we'll see. And then I bought another full yard of 25 count because I'm about to start another project from Leanne, Small Town Stitches. She made me do it. They are her and Alicia from Adventures. As far as I know, yeah, Adventures in Stitching, her, Leanne. I wanted to also do it. Was the Seasons of the Church. Oh, I don't have it. I have a picture of it. If I know how to use my phone. Let's see, Seasons of a Church. I thought I took a picture of it. Okay. Sorry. I don't know. Can you see it this way? Okay. that's the season for the church. So that's really long, but very short, width wise. No. Anyways, you can see it. It did require a whole yard, but it's not going to take up all the fabric, so I can use it for something else that I have. But look how pretty that is. I love it. So I'll be starting that too. All of my starts though will probably be pretty slow because I'm focusing on the Grand Library. Okay. I also wanted to show, for Christmas I bought my cross stitch daughter a whole Mirabilia set. And what is the name of this? Garden Prelude by Nora Corbett. And she wanted me to show y'all her progress. And this is what she got done. She's working on her hair. But she is using 28 count. I don't know, it's a linen, but it's like a light blue color. Pretty cool. And she has it on a Nerge hoop. So I bought some to try out, but it's not my preferred method of it. And yeah, I like to use Q-snaps because I like to move around a lot and just pop them on and off as I please. I think this will be too much fidgeting for me. And yeah. Okay. So my daughter did that. And let's see. I think that was it for what I acquired. And now let's talk about some life updates if you're here. But I am going to talk about my giveaway after this, so stay tuned. And this will be the last time you'll probably see this background because we are moving to a new house. And I have been busy packing up for that, and we'll be moving real soon. So the next time you see me, I will be in my new house that we're moving, living in the same city, but just moving to a different, bigger home. Because we've been in this house for about 12 years, but I am gonna miss the bookshelf behind. My husband made it for me and our family, and I'm hoping that he will be able to build another one similar to it in a new home, but that might be a while for that. Besides that, that's the biggest thing. And yeah, we're gonna go on we got a spring break vacation. We're gonna go camping with our camper, and I think that's about it. That's the biggest news. So that would be fun. We have tons of things that that we have to do. I have to get this house ready to be on the market too, but really no rush for that. So I am still working on packing up my sewing room. It's crazy how much supplies I have. Real crazy. But for my giveaway, because we made it to 1,000, which is crazy to me. Like, I never would have thought. But I decided that because I sew for my business, I wanted to make y'all something cool. So I'm not finished making it. I have to hand sew the binding around. So you're gonna see pins for that. But this is called a stitching buddy. And I decided to do strawberries because I love strawberries, and everybody's waiting for spring, summertime, and it's cheerful looking. So it's like a tie, and when you open it, it's going to open into this. So I do have to hand sew it, and then I have to add the snaps here to snap it, and here. But you could put floss drops or floss bobbins here, and then there's like several pockets here and here. There's a pocket here and another pocket up here. A little pocket here. Maybe you could put scissors, some other notions, and then you have a zip pocket here. So I think it was pretty cool. I found the pattern on Etsy, and yep, I was able to make it. So this is what I'm giving away, and I'm also going to throw in some of my favorite notions that I use. If you've seen any of my shorts, you know that I love using the Snag Nabbit and the top threading needle. So I bought a package for that to go along with this. So one person can win this. And let's see. All I want you to do and to enter is to say something about your strawberries. Yeah, so if you would like to enter this in the comments, write a comment about strawberries, and I will draw it the next time I have a Flosstube, which will be in my new house. But just make sure that you are over 18, and I'm opening it up to international, and yeah, so one person will win this. Make sure you don't write the word below, the word that triggers all the like spammers to come out of their hiding nest. So yeah, let's see. I managed to make another long video and with not that very many projects. So who knows what I'll be working on next, it seems like, because it seems like my mind changes all the time, and that's okay, right? I did forget to bring some things, but that's fine. I could talk about it next because I'm part of like the Bee Stitch Me and the Fat Quarter Fabric of the Month Club, which that's fun to bring up my stash other than having easy count. All right. Oh, I do have another one. So I had this sweet lady on Instagram named Susan reach out to me, and she's so generous that she offered to send me the silks that I didn't have for my desert night desert tent mandala from Chatelaine. And I had already put an order into another company, which I thought they had it in stock, but apparently they don't. So I'm going to get another set from that unless I like call and cancel, which I should, because I finally got in my order from 2 Christmases ago for my Glorianas that were missing. So that's cool because I can continue working on that now. That's exciting. And see. I'm just looking at my notes, see if I got everything. Yep. If you have any questions about what I talked about today, yeah, just ask me and I'll answer them. So until next time, happy stitching.